The higher you climb, the stronger the wind. Saint Lucia is climbing the ladder of success, but that success is stretching the island's limits and potentially limiting the growth of regionally attractive festivals like Jounen Kwéyòl and Sunfest, not to mention the Jazz Festival and Carnival.
One of the biggest challenges probably that we may face, if these were the numbers that were present, and based on some of the aerial drone footage we saw, beach space is what may be our toughest challenge in years to come. Because if that's the first year of the event, and we're already seeing such numbers, such persons and vessels coming in record numbers, understanding what our coastline is like. If 2025, when Yamaha Sunfest takes place, all those who missed out, who was hoping that the rain kept them back, probably the artist was not going to show up, it was not going to be a vibe. And they start seeing, well, they have seen the photos, and they're looking forward to going there. Imagine our numbers upping up by at least double.
Jounen Kwéyòl is also stretching the island's capacity to deal with the popularity of the festival, which could be limiting its ability to grow and attract regional visitors at this critical economic juncture.
There are certain protocols that are being monitored by NEMO and the police, that once you're over a certain amount of people, I think it's over 100, 200, then it's a mass crowd event. And you must have ambulances, nurses, doctors, if possible, fire post, all right, ensure that you have toilets for a certain amount of people.
Jounen Kwéyòl could benefit from having more than 4 communities hosting the festival each year, but the health, safety and security services just don't have the capacity at this point.
If you're to have these activities throughout the country, you could see the nightmare. How do you have all those doctors, nurses throughout the country? That's all
We
the
just
question.
don't have enough ambulances
Yeah,
for that.
exactly. You don't have enough ambulances. Okay. In fact, even with 3 places, the hospital say, no, we're sorry, we can't just have an ambulance lying there. What if it's some emergency?
Some communities take the risk of having their own unofficial celebrations to bring in the economic benefits. This allows Jounen Kwéyòl to decentralize and grow, but it is risky business.
Communities still do their own thing, but yes, on a smaller scale, all right? In fact, in some instances, it's bigger. And I could tell you that I would hate to say that, but if they had to follow all the protocols, some of these wouldn't continue.
Yamaha Sunfest patrons have specific issues with making the first contact visitors have with the island less like standing in line for an immigration check and more like going through the gate of a big festival.
One of the issues we are seeing is the numbers arriving at Rodney Bay Marina at the same time. I must say, immigration, SLASPA, customs, they did a fantastic job with the limited resources they had in space. But going forward, if we are expecting to double these numbers, it's a discussion we will start having early to make the feel for visitor arriving, because you're a visitor coming in to the island. We want at the first time you step off the water vessel, whether a boat, a jet ski, whatever you come on, that the feeling, the ambience, the ease, yeah, it's much easier, it's more comfortable.
Success is sweet and it adds to the economic and cultural growth of the island, but success could be stunted if the island does not have the capacity to carry the responsibilities that come with the winning.
Imagine you get 40 vessels coming at one time with another 20 jet skis, then you get another 40 vessels again for another 10 jet skis. You know, the capacity at Rodney Bay was not built initially to handle all of that. Certain measures were put in place prior to Yamaha Sunfest, and we were reviewing on the day in question. The CEO was down, Madam Sidoni from events, patrolling up and down, looking at, taking notes. So we go back to the drawing board and see how we could enhance what the visitor experiences.
Saint Lucia needs more of these regional visitors crowding its customs and immigration gates in order to achieve and surpass its economic goals. But the last thing regional visitors need is to stand on long lines at an air or seaport terminal, waiting for hours to enter an island that wants them to feel at home.
When you arrive in a country or any destination, the way you are received sets the tone for whatever time you're going to spend in the island. So if you live in Martinique, for example, and you come here to party, you want for when you reach that you're well received, you know, the ambience, and that just sets the tone, your mood, your frame of mind for what is going to be for the weekend. And Saint Lucia has been one of the best, or the best destination in the world. I will not put my country below any. We're the best. Okay? Probably I've never been to Tahiti and these places to say Saint Lucia is the best. Our people are welcoming. That's why the French keep coming over and over and over, you know.
Saint Lucia used to be too small to succeed in a big way. Now there is a different problem. Saint Lucia might be too small for the big successes and opportunities that are coming its way, and needs to grow its capacity just in order to meet its high economic goals. For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Seaflay.